YouTube is corrupt. Mr. Mitch has done this community a great service, despite his poor podcast manner and drinking.
Daddy, are you looking at broken hard drives in there?
No, Maddie.
You sissy.
Traumatic childhood.
He needed those. He really did.
Which is true. Means that for us all.
Up yours, children.
Why does his mind look like that? And we never did.
Welcome to NKTM podcast through the lens of time. It's your new favorite podcast by your old favorite show. I am one half your host, Ned.
And I'm Matt.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
I'm here.
Yes, you are. Yes, we did. Alright. What do we have in store this week?
We have season 3, episode 16, season 12, episode 6, season 22, episode 7.
Yes, we do.
Hungrily yours, Edna.
Well, she's dangled on the line long enough. It's time to boat this bass.
When I read your letters, I feel as if you are right here watching me. Bart, eyes down.
Yes, ma'am. Edna, every second until we meet stabs me like 1,000 needles.
Join me at the Gilded Truffle this Saturday at 8. Perhaps later we will smooch up a storm. Sexually yours, Woody.
Alright. Start us off with season 3, episode 15. 16. Fuck.
He's done it again. Titled Bart the Lover. Synopsis reads, when a yo-yo craze sweeps over Springfield Elementary, Bart's errant yo-yo happens to break a fish tank, killing the class goldfish. Krabappel sentences Bart to a month's detention. Bart decides to write phony love letters to her under a guise of a man who responded to her personal ad. Meanwhile, Homer tries to cut back on swearing after Flanders complains that Todd is picking up on the foul language. Fucking great episode.
Yeah, this one was fantastic, and probably one of the most, highly memed moments of all fucking time.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ask anyone to say one line, it's probably this one.
100%.
Yeah.
Should we just read that one straight off the bat?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure we both have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Homer has been, swearing in the backyard because he's trying to build a doghouse or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Todd hears him swearing, goes inside to have dinner, and they ask him if he wants vegetables. And he's
Hell
like,
no.
hell no. What did you say? I said, I don't want any damn vegetables.
That's it. Go to your room. Tell Bible stories for you.
Legendary.
Crying his eyes out.
Yeah. Huge. Monumental in terms of Simpsons quotable moments.
Yeah. Absolutely fucking massive.
Yeah.
And I mean, that cuts out one of our quotes. So how many do you have? I have 2.
I've got one small line and then sort of 3 things.
Okay, why don't you start us off?
So it's Bart showing Milhouse his newest yo-yo trick, plucking the pickle. And Bart says, oh no, this is after Bart breaks the fish tank with it, and the fish are flopping around on the ground, and then Bart and Krabappel are talking about his punishment, and Willie comes past. He's like, don't worry about your wee fish, lass. They're going to a better place. Takes a few steps, and you hear the toilet flush.
Immediately flushes them.
Yeah, so good. And then for the name of the yo-yo trick that Bart performs for Milhouse, the writers had wanted to use a term that was slang for masturbation. They proposed several names to the censors, and plucking the pickle was the term they deemed acceptable.
Never heard that before.
No?
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Gonna use it now, though.
Yeah. Probably strumming the skin flute didn't quite make it.
Just joking it.
Jorking your pork sword. Hard to envision as a yo-yo trick, but here we go.
Yeah. One of my quotes is from the very first scene of the episode, which also I sort of wrote down just as a scene in itself. It's so perfectly fucking paced the way that it's sort of going, just showing Krabappel going through her day-to-day monotony of a single spinster life or whatever it is. And she's driving back and forth in the rain, and the car breaks down, and it cuts to her, the mechanic. He goes, he tastes the gas. He's like, oh, yep, sugar in the gas tank. Your ex-husband strikes again.
Immediately her back in the car with the windshield wiped
Yeah.
out again. So good.
That's another great line as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the start of that episode was another sort of shitty, sciencey type movie in class about zinc.
Yeah,
and
that's
their
right.
uses for zinc. And then immediately it was like car battery runs off of zinc,
Yeah.
and then her battery breaks down.
Or a car breaks down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My one here is just a line from Bart after he's basically set Krabappel up on the date with Woody and sees her in the window of the gilded truffle, and then goes and watches Ernest gets a lung or something like that. Ernest gets a kidney.
Yeah.
And then comes out like laughing, and then looks in the window again, and she's still there like crying, and then he says, "I can't help but feel partly responsible."
That was my third quote.
Yeah, that was so
It's
good.
too fucking good.
Yeah. Just clearly like it's catching up to him like, oh, all right, I am the bad guy.
And like that specific like line is reiterated like a couple of different times throughout the series of somebody saying like, I can't help but feel like this is my fault or something
Yeah.
like that, when it's like it's all your fault.
Yeah.
You did all of this.
Yeah. Like probably my favorite scene is the montage of like Homer filling up the swear jar.
Oh yeah.
And essentially what spurs this on as well is Flanders coming over and saying like, I don't want you swearing in front of my boys. And then Homer says to Flanders, well, why don't everyone's whispering about your mustache, and like looks like you got something to hide.
Gaslights him into fucking shaving his mustache off.
Yeah.
Which once again Flanders does happily and without qualms.
Yeah. And ends up getting rewarded for it.
Yeah.
Like, being cast in a commercial straight away. All these fucking royalty checks just keep coming in. But it was, Flanders getting rid of his mustache, and after Flanders is saying like he's got all these checks in the mail, Homer's like, "You stupid bastard," and it cuts off.
Yeah.
The beehive falls on him when he's in the hammock out the back.
Oh yeah.
When he's bowling and like doesn't get a strike, he's swearing again there.
Yep.
And then there was another little one, but there's another note here. So near the end of the episode, there is a montage where Homer has a series of bad experiences that cause him to curse. Although the scene always cuts out before he can be heard swearing, while recording Homer's lines for that sequence, Castellaneta was told to include the cursing. According to Mike Reese, by coincidence, some 8-year-old children were allowed to visit the studio the day those lines were recorded. Reese recalls that their eyes were as big as saucers after hearing Castellaneta curse. So how good would that be? Like a fucking field trip to bloody the studio where they're recording, and you just happen to be there on the day.
Say cunt.
Yeah, you stupid bastard. Oh, so good. And I've got one more.
Is it the like the end of that sequence essentially?
Yeah. It's probably like one of my most favorite scenes of all time,
And probably once again fits into those like highly mean moments as well.
Yeah. So like Homer's finally building the doghouse, and he shows Marge the blueprints to it, and just describe, this is the door and this is the roof so I can get some shade.
This happy little fellow appears the sun.
Yeah. And Marge's like,
Yeah.
so he's making the doghouse and like hits his finger with the hammer. Oh, fudge, that's broken. The next like sequence is just the nail going through his toe, like a fiddle-dee-dee. That will require a tetanus shot. I'm not going to swear, but I am going to kick this doghouse down. Oh,
Then they come in with the new doghouse. And they're like, we thought you should be like rewarded for your efforts. There's a surprise in the doghouse for you. And he looks down, Maggie comes out, and he's like, oh, it's Maggie.
moves her out of the way.
Yeah.
Beer, how did you know? Oh, so good.
That's it for me. Until my final thoughts.
Probably another like highly memed moment is when Bart is trying to get what would be the word? Just some inspiration for like the love letters he's writing to Krabappel, and he goes to Marge and says, "Oh, did Dad ever write you any love letters?" And she's like, "Yeah, he did." Well, one, and it was from a brewery that he must have been to, and it was like, "Marge, you got a butt that won't quit. See, they've got these giant pretzels here. $5. Get out of here."
That's like my favorite line delivery. Just the way it's like $5. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Like instantly.
Yeah. Just mumbles for a bit in between all
Yeah.
that too. But yeah. I think like just seeing the postcard and all the writing on it is like quite famous.
One of those like Simpsons things that you kind of Mandela effect yourself with. Like, not that I thought this was something different. I thought this was in a completely different episode.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be.
I was putting it in the episode, the steakhouse one where he becomes the trucker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where he sends the postcard back to Marge. Wish
Wish
you
you
were
were
her.
Yeah.
We should stop sending me these.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about all I've got. There's like one cultural reference here. The picture Bart sends Edna is of NHL and WHA star Gordie Howe. The writers had originally wanted to use a picture of American football player Johnny Unitas, but were unable to get the rights to use his image.
What? They'd already. Oh no, that was after.
What?
They used Johnny Unitas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
his
you said
image.
to watch too.
So obviously they get the rights to it at some point in time.
Yeah, maybe you didn't agree for this one.
Yeah.
But I remember reading it was Howie's wife that like told him to like say yes to doing this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, he loved it ever since then.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Reviews.
DVD movie guides. Colin Jacobson said, Bart the Lover stands out as a very strong episode because it steers clear of most potentially sapping material and offers a lively piece. The B story, in which Homer tries not to swear, also swings and creates some great moments.
That's it?
Was that an entirely positive review?
Yeah.
I fuck with Colin Jacobson.
He doesn't even give it a rating.
Yeah, but it's like even when his review is positive, he still says nothing.
Yeah.
He literally just explained the plot of the episode.
Yeah.
This happened, then this happened. I liked it.
Mm.
Fuck you bad at your job, man.
His
Agreed.
review is essentially.
He's been doing this for 20 years.
Bill Gabron of DVD
It's
Verdict.
just more incomprehensible noises.
Bill Gabron of DVD Verdict said Bart the Lover represents The Simpsons as its apex as a well-tuned talent machine grinding out the good stuff with surprising accuracy and skill. Gabron added that the episode shows that the made-up romance between Krabappel and Woodrow works because it's so painfully true. How the kiss-off to Mrs. Krabappel is created and handled shows that The Simpsons has heart to add to its humour.
Yeah, that's essentially like, an expanded version of what I have here in my final thoughts.
But more or less at this point in the show's run as well, it's like getting into a stride into its golden era.
Yeah.
Like we're ramping up into like what people sort of commonly refer to the start of the golden era, which is season 4.
Yeah.
But all of these episodes in season 3 are bangers.
Oh, they're fucking brilliant, but they're still sort of, I'll read this and then expand on it. Brilliant episode, nice work jumping between comedy and Bart coming to grips with these morals. I like how both stories had nearly equal amounts of time added to them while still feeling like they're not taking away from each other or overshadowing the other one.
Yeah.
But just more to that like middle point of the fact that like they're really starting to like figure out what their style of comedy is and how they want to deliver it, but still erring more on the side of these like heartfelt stories. Not to say that some of the like later season stories aren't heartfelt, but they lean more in towards the comedic aspects of it as opposed to actually like trying to tell a story for the effect.
Yeah.
And what you're really starting to notice now as well is like up until this point in time, the creators of the show were kind of under the impression that Bart was going to be the main character of the series. So they put a lot of you notice that there's a lot of episodes that are like Bart this, Bart that. Like they were trying to make him the main character. And it was around this time that they really started to realize that like, oh no, Homer should be the main character because I think it's more just the fact that he's an adult, so he can get into like a wider range of situations, as well as like he's just as dumb as Bart is, so you can still place him in those same style situations that Bart will get stuck in. And it's not to say that they don't still use Bart as like a main character to a degree, but yeah, this is really the time where they're starting to shift over to like, okay, this guy's the guy.
Yeah. And like the use of side characters is like how they should be. It's just sparingly.
Yes.
And they develop the character well, but the whole episode doesn't have to focus on them. This is like
Yeah, it's like they spend a lot of time developing Krabappel's character in this episode, and she maybe has like 5 or 6 lines or something like that. A lot of her lines or scenes are essentially just her like reading the notes that Bart has sent to her and her just like fucking swooning over them.
yeah.
It's also like doing the perfect thing that you're meant to do in any visual media, right? Let's say TV, movies, show don't tell.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
more of Krabappel's character seeing what her life is like rather than her explaining what her life is like.
Yeah. And like a good way to put that into an example is when she's at the Quickie Mart, like close to the start of the episode, and she's buying what she usually buys, which is a soup for one and a scratch and win ticket.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Apu says like, "Oh, Mr. Krabappel, I haven't seen you in here since we doubled our prices."
Yeah.
So good.
Your life sucks and you can't afford it.
Yeah.
You'd think all the noises would be annoying, but they're not.
I got suspended from school today.
No kidding. What do you think of my page, Lisa? Be honest, it's great, isn't it? Go ahead and say it's great if you want to.
They found a switchblade in my locker.
Well, a webpage is supposed to be a personal thing. You've just stolen copyrighted material from everyone else. They could sue you for that.
I took a swing at a cop.
They can't sue me if they don't know who I am. I'll just call myself Mr. X.
I'm just mad all the time.
Yep, you can't go wrong with Mr. X.
Alrighty. Season 12, episode 7.
Bam bow.
Fuck. 6?
Bam bow.
8?
Bam bow.
What?
6.
I said 6.
You didn't.
Yes, I did.
Gotcha.
You didn't.
Didn't I?
No.
Oh.
Let's keep gaslighting him.
I guess too.
Season 12, episode 6. The computer war menace shoes. Oh, we got him again.
Oh, I wish there was a.
Yeah, well,
Give me a shorter font.
we need an explosive fart.
Okay. I'll work on it.
Just mid-diarrhea. Synopsis reads, Homer decides to buy a computer after turning up at the plant to find that it is closed, and that, not having a computer, he did not receive the email telling the workers. He then creates his own website and eventually gains attention when he posts gossip. Homer dubs himself as Mr. X to conceal his identity. When he reveals that he is Mr. X, he becomes drugged into a mysterious island where people who know too much are imprisoned after Homer starts writing conspiracy theories such as flu shots causing increased holiday spending.
Okay, so before we start, did you find the cultural reference for this episode?
Yeah.
What is it? I need to know.
The episode's third act, which serves as a parody of The Prisoner, features several references to the series. When the secret organization finds out about Homer's discovery, he's taken to a secret location called the island.
You're halfway through explaining it, I just like look at him and he's just like, like, yes, this is great.
The island is modeled after the village, where number 6 is taken in prisoner. Taken in the prisoner.
What?
Taking in the finger.
It is free.
It's free, but how much does it cost? What would you be charging for fingering? Nice.
How many quotes you got?
Quotes, scenes, whatever. There's 2, but I guess I just didn't take many down.
Okay, I got 3.
Mhm.
The fucking it's like not long after Homer has like bought the computer and he's just set up his like web page. He's showing both the kids, but standing there, and like I can't remember exactly what Homer says at like Spurs. He like showing him what he's done, and then he's like, "So what did you guys get up to today?" or something like that. And Bart's just like, "I got suspended from school today," and like I didn't write anything down in between, just all of his lines that followed that. He just like found a switchblade in my locker. Took a swing at a cop. Like, just as the scene's about to end, he's just like, I'm just mad all the time.
Yeah. It's basically Homer and Lisa having a like parlay of just back and forth between each other, and just Bart is not being heard as well. Yeah. So fucking good.
It's fucking great.
Yeah. Just chose to ignore him at this point.
Legit.
Yeah. Like probably my favorite scene is when Flanders says, I knew it. They're controlling our minds through flu shots. And looks over at Rod and Todd. He's like, boys, aren't you glad you didn't get your shots?
You're like dying.
Yeah. She's dead at this point, too.
Yeah, she is. Oh, fuck, I didn't realize that.
Oh.
That makes it so much better. Not even that long, like maybe 10 episodes ago she died.
I nearly spit my Pepsi out. As soon as it touched my lips. Fuck.
The second quote is so like not long after Homer has started spreading rumors, but they're like true about the pothole funds being diverted into a private swimming pool for Mayor Quimby. So comic book guy sees it, and then it cuts to Skinner looking at it, and he's like reading the headline out, and then Agnes yells from another room, "Seymour, are you in there looking at naked ladies?" "No, mother." "You sissy."
So good. And like when comic book guy is looking up basically new porn sites, that's how he comes across Mr. X.
That's right.
X is for sex, something else.
Mr. X. Do I cross the final frontier?
So good. Oh,
A gay joke and a Star Trek joke.
yeah.
And
Go
this,
Sandy
like, this
Dan.
is the episode where it's like he's on the computer as well. He's trying to load up that like picture.
Different one.
Different
Oh,
one. That's the
yeah.
Internet King episode.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a
The Compute Global Hyper Meganet one.
yeah.
Fine up, boys.
Yeah.
Just break.
No one says no. Yeah, this one is like Homer's website has the picture of the dancing Jesus and all like
Oh,
the
yeah.
mouths
It-
just talking and clapping.
You'd think those noises would be annoying, but they aren't. It's just
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
What's the
literally.
most annoying website in the world?
My other quote / scene is after Homer's been drugged and taken to the mysterious island, they replace Homer with like a lookalike, but
Yeah.
he's clearly German.
Yeah.
He basically comes in and says to Marge,
My honey Fraulein, I'm home.
Yeah.
You're not my husband.
yeah. And then he says something about taking her out for dinner and then a night of like rigorous sex.
A night of efficient German sex.
And she does it. She's like, okay.
What's something different about you, Dad?
I am new tie wearing.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other little quote that I have, because he like sort of fucks up the sentence structure. The other one is like, that arranged can be.
What's funny is if you actually like what they've probably done is taken English and translated it straight to German.
Yeah.
And like written it. Aiden would probably be the best person to ask about this. And like I'd studied German a little bit in high school, so like that's actually how they like if they translate English straight from German kind of thing, or one way,
Yeah.
it ends up grammatically like that. It's very
Yeah.
weirdly structured.
Yeah, I know what you mean. A few languages do have that. It's like the main sort of word in a sentence is right at the end.
Yeah.
Strange.
It's like completely reversed from how we speak.
Yeah.
My third quote is like later on in the episode when he's been taken to the island, and like that first guy that he started talking to, number 6 or whatever it is, essentially like drugs him and takes him to that like the ocean or the river or whatever the fuck it is, and shows him that thing that he's been building. He says it's taken him like 30 years to build or some shit. It's made out of toilet paper. What's the sail made out of?
Scads.
Scat.
Yeah.
He's like, it's small and it's smelly, but it'll get us to where he Homer pushes him over and jumps on it. And as he gets back up, he's just like, that's the third time that's happened.
Yeah. Yeah, they made a lot of like purposeful parodies to The Prisoner as well. Like the giant bubble that comes out and sort of follows Homer is like a white orb that I think surveils people or something like that in The Prisoner.
Why do you think a giant ball would stop you? Shut up! That's why!
And then
It's what by the fucking hand right.
yeah. I love that they like reuse that sort of gag, like that season 20 or 21 episode, the American History Excellent one.
Yeah, the floater flash. I just think like it's even more brilliant is the fact that they like blow him against the wall with the thing, and then like he slumps down and then looks at his hands and realizes they're still wet and then wipes them on his pants.
Yeah. So good. That's all I got, apart from reviews.
Yeah, I haven't even got final thoughts for this, I realised.
Finally, Colin Jacobson.
DVD Talks, Jason Bailey described the episode as a smart piece of social satire. He especially enjoyed Homer's part in the episode and found that his incompetence at handling computers is comedic gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like this thing about this episode. It was funny.
Because there was no side plot, was there?
I don't know.
Just this.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
DVD Movie Guides, Colin Jacobson was less impressed with the episode.
What a surprise.
In his review of The Simpsons, the complete 12th season, Jacobson wrote that he enjoyed the episode's take on internet idiocy. He wrote, some parts of it feel dated, but the web features even more ill-informed opinions today than it did 9 years ago. So much of it remains timeless and on target. However, he was critical of the episode's third act. The side of the show feels like it was intended to amuse a few fans and it doesn't show a lot of real cleverness or wit. He wrote, he summarized the episode as being decent but inconsistent.
So because you didn't do the research and don't understand the reference, it's bad.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Basically.
So I didn't do like the main part of my job, which is homework.
Yeah.
And now I don't like
I'm
this.
still on it.
Yeah. Good job, Ed. Really fulfilling the job description of a reviewer.
Mm-hmm.
And again, he wrote like 4 sentences, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once again, didn't expand on any other, like, just explained plot points. Like, didn't say, this is how it made me feel, or this related to this, or fucking, you suck, man.
Like,
Just
look,
stop.
like, look, his like, his home grocery order is probably the same as Krabappel's from last episode.
Most likely.
And is the clip from Family Guy of Tom Green sucking the milk straight out of the cow's tit. Does anyone else there like me yet?
Anyone out there like me? Yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah.
Now that you're officially my bird, let me fill you in on the pecking order around here. Top dog is me, followed by the top dog, the dog, then the cat, and then you. But don't feel bad, you're head of Millhouse.
Come on, Bart. How long can you stay mad? I thought your race car was a transformer. Nothing's one thing anymore.
Sorry, man, it's still too soon.
No problem. I'll just be right.
All right. Season 22, episode 7.
Got it.
Yay!
Titled,
Finally.
How munched is that birdie in the window? Synopsis reads, Bart nurses an injured homing pigeon back to health, but when Santa's little helper eats the bird, and then there's a full stop. Rightio.
What the fuck?
Bart refuses to forgive the dog, so they send him to a therapist. She tells him that the dog had no bad intentions, but Bart is not convinced, so she tells the family to give the dog away. They take the dog to an ostrich farm where Bart tells him not to eat any more birds. However, he and Homer get into a fight with an ostrich, and Santa's little helper does not help because he obeyed Bart. They decide to take the dog home. I don't know why so much of that synopsis was around Santa's little helper, because the entire episode's based on the pigeon and Bart forming a relationship with it.
Pretty much. It's pretty much only like that last maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Or a little bit outside of that, but actually dedicated to Santa's little helper.
Yeah. And there's like sort of telltale signs throughout the episode of Santa's little helper, like being in a frame, like sort of watching the bird or watching a butterfly, and it sort of leads up to the point where Santa's little helper grabs the bird.
How many quotes you got?
No.
None?
No.
I got 3.
Cool.
All right, well, I'll just read all these off back then.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, after he's, like, found the pigeon and taken it home, which is actually kind of funny now that you think about it. It's like a true life from the last episode. He goes and finds birds in the forest and takes it home. And now we go and find the pigeon in the forest and takes it home.
The pigeon flies in through the window and gets injured.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, he's out in the forest with it, trying
Yeah.
to get rid of it, or
Yeah.
like trying to like send it back home. Essentially, and it just keeps following him.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. There's not a quote that I've got written down, but it's that great scene where like he goes to ride like back home, obviously, and Nelson's there. It's like, all right, make fun of me for falling in love with a bird. And he's like, yeah, your heart was not in that. What's wrong with you? I'm just like, oh, my mom ran away with my birthday cloud.
Yeah, that was great.
Just fucking depressing.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, he's taken the pigeon home and he's explaining to the pigeon like the hierarchy of pets, and he's like, "Here's me, here's the dog, here's the cat, and here's you." He's like, "But don't worry, you're still above Millhouse."
Yeah.
Because I can't remember what Millhouse did, but he did something wrong.
Bro, he thought Bart's toy car was a transformer.
Everything's something these days.
Yeah.
I'll just stand behind this fence until you're ready to forgive me. And he's like looking through the fence,
Yeah.
and like with these like little like eye holes and stuff like that. He's like, now, and then it cuts to this point where it's like obviously way too far apart to be
Like
his
4
eyes.
palings.
Yeah, 4 palings in his eyes here, and his eyes there. It just paused for a second. He goes, "I'm scared, Bart."
Yeah, that was good.
Later on, which is also another through line from the was the start of this episode, where he's like sending notes with the messenger pigeon.
Yeah.
He sends one to Krabappel, and then he sends one. No, it's all right. She says like, "I won't like get you in trouble for this if you let me use the pigeon to send a note.
Yeah.
So she sends a note to Skinner essentially saying something about like,
Every day has been the best day of my life since we broke up.
That's right. And then Chalmers comes in and tries to like comfort him.
Give him a shoulder to cry on.
Pigeon brings in another note, says Chalmers and I are doing it.
Yeah.
And then he goes, she was on the rebound from Willie.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, in the first episode, like, Bart, after he sort of realizes that he's fucked up, starts suggesting a bunch of people, like, oh, Coach such and such, or how about groundskeeper Willie?
You don't even want to know what groundskeeper Willie's into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did have that written down in my 3-line section.
And then, I can't remember the exact context for this, but yeah, it's obviously like Homer and Marge have been called in to talk to Skinner about something. And Homer just turns to Marge and goes, Marge, we better listen to him. He pays Bart's salary.
Yeah. So stupid.
No, he doesn't.
I've got one thing written down for the quotes and scenes section. So I think it was Martin, like all the boys are there when they're burying the pigeon and they're like singing something. They just keep saying taps or taps. I don't know. I don't know why they're doing it.
I can't remember exactly what.
And then I think Bart says a few words, and then I think Nelson looks like pans over and sees that his mum is at the funeral with the birthday cloud. And he's got like a bunch of dead flowers and a novelty horn, and like blows it. And Nelson's like, "You don't even have the right to talk to me yet," or something.
You don't have the right to say that to me yet.
Yeah, and then turns back with his fists clenched.
He's just furious while he's singing.
And then Martin says, "This funeral just got depressing. Let's lighten the mood, boys. Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face." And then I thought immediately, like, fuck, Rod and Todd have been in these season 3 episodes a lot. Maybe it came from that, but it was from the when Flanders failed, like, Leftorium episode.
Yeah, but it's them singing it, isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Crazy.
And then, like, through lines, the sarcastic man was in, I think, the season 3 episode as well.
He was, but it wasn't his character model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
same voice.
Yeah. When the homing pigeon flies through Bart's window, there's like a number on the pigeon's leg, and Bart's like, "Oh, this might be a combination to a safe." And then Lisa's like, "Oh, actually, it's probably more likely a phone number." And then calls it up, and it's the sarcastic guy with all the other pigeons in his house.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, you're gonna have to come to Springfield and pick it up." And she's like, "Oh, all these pigeons come with me wherever I go. Gonna be able to get there," or something like that.
All of them want to sit up the front with Daddy.
Yeah. There's one like swimming in his cereal.
Yeah.
And then another like vague through line from the season 3 episode, 2 parts actually. So like Rod and Todd being in their backyard.
Part through line.
Rod and Todd being in their backyard, hearing Homer swearing. And in this episode, they're sort of looking over the back fence as well.
That's right. Yeah.
And then probably a better through line is like when Bart brings the pigeon home to stay, Homer decides to build it like a little aviary. And Bart's like, "Oh, it looks pretty shy, Dad." And he leans on it and it falls over. And it's like 2 instances of Homer building a shitty house for an animal.
Oh, yeah. Didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks. Now the actual bow.
Reviews?
Yes. Rowan Kaiser of the AV Club.
Who?
Gave the episode a B-, commenting, "It's an especially bad idea to focus on the plot of this Simpsons episode because most of its joy comes from its visuals. More than most episodes, how much is that birdie in the window relies on sight gags or extended bits of dialogue-free comedy. He praised the cameo by Danica Patrick, but criticized Rachel Weisz's role, saying that she is ill-used as a therapist who supposedly tries to get Bart and Santa's little helper to like each other again." He actually gave a good review. I mean, detailed than anything.
Wouldn't say it's good.
Yeah. In comparison to what we usually have.
Yeah, at least he talked about why he doesn't like certain things and things that he does like and why he likes it.
Yeah.
Gave reasonings.
He did the bare minimum.
Followed by Eric Shit Sandwich of TV Fanatic, gave the episode 3 out of 5 stars. He thought the episode was full of jokes before fading in the 3rd act. That's literally all it says.
I mean, I can kind of agree with that. It does, but it's also more due to the fact that it's like they don't really tackle any of the
But why does
Like-
it suck in the third act?
Yeah.
Mr. Pooh Man.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
You can agree with his review, but he doesn't explain why he thinks that way.
That's the other thing.
It's like, that's actually a one-sentence review.
These people are
Yeah.
submitting these things to editors, and then editors are going, "Yeah, this is good. Good
Yeah.
work. You've done well today
Mm.
with your 40 hours this week. Good job." All right, final thoughts. Once again, a pretty good episode. Very confused as to how they managed to turn it around so quickly compared to last season. I think that's pretty much just going to be all of my final thoughts until it falls off the fucking cliff again. But it's just, yeah, it's so fucking strange to me how they've managed to up the quality in these.
Is it different writers?
It's got to be. There's got to be something completely different about it.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, yeah, season 21 was received so fucking poorly that
Yeah.
maybe they actually felt
Listened.
Yeah.
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 I mean, all those reviews in season 21 episodes were glowing. You're like, this is the worst piece of shit I've ever seen in my life.
A+.
Yeah.
Take my money.
You're not mad at me, are you?
So we asked ourselves, who's behind the badge? Police? Perhaps police cops.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing about that is,